Hey guys, Greg here from LensProToGo.com, and today we're going to take a quick look at the new Sigma 20mm f1.4 art lens. Sigma has been continuing to push their art series of lenses into new territories. If you've been skeptical of third-party lenses in the past, the art series really deliver. This record-breaking 20mm is no exception, because it just became the fastest wide-angle lens currently on the market today. Previously, the widest autofocus f1.4 primes bottomed out at 24mm. Now, you may not be familiar with the 20mm focal length, which would be understandable since the focal length hasn't had a lot of love in the last decade or so. Canon has the very lackluster 20mm f2.8, which never received an L version. Meanwhile, Nikon only updated their 20mm in the last year, which only comes in at an f1.8. So right out of the box, we were dying to see how the wide-angle field of view pairs with the ultra-shallow depth of field of the f1.4. Once we got the lens mounted, we weren't disappointed. Just look at the sweet background fall off. Optically, the lens is sharp and has smooth-looking bokeh. Of course, there were no surprises when we looked at the build quality. The 20mm feels solid and falls nicely in line with the rest of the art series. It is fairly weighty and not really compact, but that's the trade-off to get the glass required for an f1.4 design. Overall though, the lens feels nice in the hand and is well balanced. So what would you use this lens for? Astrophotography is one of the first things that comes to mind for us, but we also see this as a great interior lens for travel or real estate photography. On the event side, we found the 20mm to be just right for the dance floor at a wedding. It's really nice having the f1.4 for those situations. If you're like us, there's sometimes that 24mm is not quite wide enough, so you'd have to give up some aperture to do a 16-35 or 14-24 2.8. We found the 20mm was perfect without getting too wide, though it is deceiving as you get into the wider focal length just how much of a difference those 4mm make. For filmmakers, the 20mm will be very interesting on Super 35 size sensors, as it'll give you a fast 30mm f1.4. Whether or not you'd choose to go Sigma over the Zeiss 21 CP2 would be based on how important the autofocus and f1.4 aperture are to you. Either way, this will be a welcome addition to those photon scavenging A7S shooters who are determined to shoot in as little as light as possible. Overall, we're excited to have another addition to the art lineup and more options to put in our camera bags, especially when it's as capable as this. That's all for now. Let us know what you'd use the 20mm for in the comments below. If you want to give one a try yourself, click on the link above and rent one from LensProToGo.com. Thanks for watching.